Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We are back with a major C8 Corvette news update. As always, if you are stopping by for the first time and you want to support my Corvette channel or get the latest and greatest Corvette news, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are on today's news update. And if you are not stopping by for the first time, I do genuinely appreciate the continued support. And as I like to do, let's dive right into today's video. There is no fluff, no padding. I like to dive right into my content, so let's get started with today's video. First things first, let's do a little bit of house cleaning. C8 Z06s are getting produced in very consistent numbers. 2 days this week have amounted to about 120 total cars, which is a lot for a hand-built motor C8 Z06. These cars are starting to roll out, and the marketplace for the C8 Z06 is collapsing. I shared a video a couple months ago that MSRP was inbound, and if you are joining and following the C8 Corvettes under MSRP group on Facebook, you can get C8 Corvette leads at MSRP and better on this Facebook group, so definitely go ahead and check the group out. I will link it in the description below. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, a little teaser, I will have a cool car delivery video coming in about 10 weeks, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure all of you can guess what that is. But the big news update for today's video is that General Motors and Chevrolet did announce 3 new Corvette colors for the 2025 Corvette. I covered them in depth in the previous video, but in today's video, we are finding out that Chevrolet is axing 7 color choices for 2025. Yes, you heard that correctly. 7 colors from the current color palette for the C8 Corvette are going away for the 2025 model year, and General Motors has emailed dealerships today making them aware of this announcement. So to recap for anybody that missed it, we are getting an all-new Hysteria Purple for 2025, but we are getting also Competition Yellow, which is coming back from previous generations of Corvette, as well as Sebring Metallic Orange is returning, which was a color for the 2020 C8 Corvette, so it's good to see a nice vibrant and metallic orange make a return for the C8 Corvette color palette. With the latter 2 additions, it was kind of expected and assumed that Amplify Orange and Accelerate Yellow, both colors that are not very popular in terms of what gets produced for C8s, it comes as no shocker that those 2 colors are coming off of the 2025 model year, so those are 2 of the 7 colors that are going away. The other colors, though, have some pretty nuanced surprises. Ceramic Matrix Gray is going away. This was a color that was actually going to go away for the 2024 model year, but somehow managed to survive. GM actually put a press release out in which they hinted that the Ceramic Matrix Gray was not going to be available, but it seems that it survived for an additional model year, and for 2025 it is now going to go away. Next up, we have Carbon Flash Metallic. I had this color on my 2023 Stingray 70th Anniversary Edition. It's a rather dull color. It looks great when it's clean, but over time it does show some fade, and I never really thought that was going to be a very popular color, and I think General Motors feels the same. So after 2 short model years, the Carbon Flash Metallic is now going to go away for 2025. Next up, we have Cacti, which again is a hideous color. I don't think very many people selected it. It is a one-and-done color. It was available for the 2024 model year. Not a lot of people liked it or wanted it, and it is now gone. A fan favorite that I was actually surprised didn't go away last year was introduced in 2022 in Hypersonic Gray with the C8.R editions. It's a color that stuck around for the General Stingray with the introduction of Seawolf Gray. I think the demand for Hypersonic Gray has come down, and so it makes sense that General Motors is taking away a redundant color since they have a more desirable and fresh gray color available in Seawolf Gray. And last but not least, the 7th color going away for the 2025 Corvette is Silver Flare Metallic, and this one honestly is a shocker for a couple of different reasons. None of the 3 colors being introduced is a silver, so for the first time in 2025, as of right now, there may not be a silver option for the C8 Corvette, and silver is a very neutral and popular color in the color selection for vehicles, so it would be very interesting to see if General Motors makes available a color for the 2025 Corvette that gives you the option for some silver. Silver, however, doesn't have a long range of colors, so I don't really know what they do for a different shade. So as of right now, Silver Flare is going away for 2025, and the most abysmal and embarrassing thing is the press car for the C8 E-Ray launch. The vehicle that General Motors launched well over a year and a half ago and has failed to deliver more than a couple hundred of those cars Forget delivery, they've barely produced more than a couple hundred of these cars, and so the press color car for the E-Ray will no longer be available going forward in 2025. And if I'm being very honest, that's kind of funny because press color cars tend to be very desirable because the initial graphics are in that color, and so silver flare for the E-Ray, despite being the press car, will be a very limited run production because General Motors has failed embarrassingly to roll out the E-Ray so far, as all of you know. So bottom line is we are going down to about 10 exterior color choices for the 2025 Corvette. Now there is a rumor on the forums, this is not substantiated, I do not have a source to verify this, that said that there is a chance that the ZR1 may get exclusive colors as it is going to be announced based on teasers from General Motors in the summer of 2024. So we are only a couple months away from getting a release for the ZR1, or at least an announcement of what the ZR1 is going to be. And I am sure General Motors will continue its track record of more abysmal, embarrassing rollouts. As we know, the Stingray was pretty bad, but because of COVID, GM got a pass. The Z06 was a bigger debacle. The E-Ray has been an even bigger debacle. So we can only hope that by now General Motors has figured out how to make, allocate, and distribute cool cars. But that's all I have for today's video. Straight, simple, to the point. We're getting 3 colors added for 2025 that we already have known for a couple of weeks. We are now losing 7 colors. So we are going from 14 colors available right now for the 2024 Corvette down to about 10 colors. And so we've had a couple redundant colors. There's been 2 blacks, 4 silver/grays, 2 blues, and 2 reds. General Motors is really simplifying some of that down and making available a more simplified color palette, especially since Stingrays are piling up on dealer lots. The demand for very particular colors is dying as consumers are now chasing deals. Definitely stay tuned. I look forward to sharing the next vehicle on the channel in the coming weeks and coming months, as long as General Motors can produce it in a reasonable time. So that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. If you have not already, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And as always, until the very next video, I look forward to seeing all of you in the comment section below.